at you with another game of Total Warhammer 3. We're here with Grom the Punch again, his immensity. Last time we burned down Castle Drakenhof and a lot of other things besides. And we're just sort of casually running on back home now. We were going to burn down Altdorf, but Clan Mulder beat us to it. We're gonna run back over here, and then if everything goes according to plan... Actually, we might want to just go down here and... Alright, I think... this would be a good time to have an extra army. If we move down here, we can sack a dwarf. I really should have hit him over here. It's inconvenient, and I don't want to be at war with them, but I need the item. Well. This army should be able to run down here unsupported and beat whoever we run into. And then he'll go there, and then loop in here, maybe bushwhack Gorbad on the way, and then hit here, loop through the mountains, maybe roll up Elspeth. It's not gonna be clean, but we will do it anyway. There, and Humgart. Hopefully the future will work out right. You know, I'm not convinced this was like the right choice. It's okay. We want... it's like melee attack for the whole army, or more killiness. I mean, 65 AP is real good. And he can loop up there, and I think we're going to swap over to Oglok the Horrible, right? And then like what, like run some orc stuff. Hey Neo, how's it going? But we'll work on it. But really, if we don't get him out like right now, when will we ever? You know, let's get him out like right now. Let's get him. Because we're about to have enough money to support a cool army. And, you know, that other guy, we can still give him an army here in a bit. He can have, like, a bunch of gobos or something. A very honorable army. And maybe a spider, too, you know, to save on postage. But we're not going to have another unusual location in Paravon. What do we got? What do we got? Anything cool? Oh, this is actually amazing. Oh, this is so good. Okay, so if we take 2 rare items, we get, instead of a 10% chance to get like an epic one, we get a 30% chance here. A huge amount of corruption, who cares? 20 armor for permanent units recruited here. So that means we're going to be able to, you guessed it, just like it says, you know, 55 armor gobos. So pretty nice. What, you know, you gotta love it. Although it may be some time until we get enough to be throwing things away. We've been doing really good at keeping things on all of the characters. Because if you just... these bonuses, too, are very important, even if you occasionally put them on people that aren't actually benefiting. It's still important. It's about sending a message. Oh, he marched in there. Well, worst comes to it, they come in here, and then we have... oh, right, and then there's a Kadai Destroyer that defends it, too. Well, that makes it even better, huh? Do we still have Foie Gras active? yes, in that case, we should get rid of a regular goblin. And yeah, you know, just getting... Yeah, it's only for local recruitment. It's not global recruitment in the province. It probably says that on the tooltip, but... Yeah, you know, obviously, a spider would be good. We can drop this one, get... What, like a Black Orc? Yes. I don't love the amount of spider riders here. So let's get another Black Orc. Alright, scrap is at 900, funds at 132k. We are going to be able to make some money off of fighting, but only if we deliver, right? We're going to send Grom back to the place here. If anything bad happens to this army, that'll be a terrible tragedy, but we can just reform it over on the other side of things. And yeah. Alright, so time to burn 11k on the sack value here, so we're going to just take the auto sack it and keep on rolling. This is one of my favorite campaigns in the whole world, and it remains that way. You couldn't find a more fun greenskin campaign than Grom the Punch, for my money. I mean, you can play like traditional ones. I've had good campaigns with a lot of the other lords, but something about not having to care about where you go and just needing to hold on to your one place and then just having a huge party, it's so appealing. Do we take the damage or the health? The damage, right? Yeah, the health will be fine. Here, another level of mentor, very nice. First level mentor there. Here, before too long, we're going to be able to get a bunch of beneficial research stuff going on, right? It's not going to be quick, but we're going to, once we get the spider one, we're going to be able to take some that are a lot faster to finish up some heroes for other armies, that kind of thing. Do we move to Valheim or do we just... Oh, it's no faster. Because again, this army can hold its own. Both of these armies can hold their own against basically anything, I think. I don't like really know. I just think we'll be fine. We should level this place up since we have these beneficial armor things from the unique location. We need to take advantage of that for sure. And that chance, I mean, I guess that's faction wide, so you know it 1 in 10 to 3 in 10, that is quite a wonderful change. That is, I mean, I've seen that location before. I think I had it in my Tomb King, my Khalida campaign, if memory serves. I think. And then we also had like a Scaven one for a ton of stuff. Alright, we get to muster. Garfin gets wounded. Oh no. Alright, so we got a mission to get an income of 6k, but I don't know if we'll ever complete that, right? When will we ever have a positive income again? Maybe if we get a negative enough income, it'll mathematically overflow, and it'll look like... It sounds silly, but it could happen. Alright, so this dude is like really good at defending. We're gonna try to do it anyway. It doesn't work and it gets wounded. Oh, that wasn't a goblin big boss, that was a night goblin big boss. I'm like, he was so bad at that compared to what I expected. This dude might have like traits or something for it, for all I know. Because a necromancer, you would expect it to be a little easier to get, but we're just gonna pop in here. I was almost like, oh no, we did it to our neighbor, but that wasn't him, you know, that was just the other fool around. We're just gonna burn down. We're gonna raise Nuln because it's about sending a message after all. Grom gets another level. We just want to get to Foe Seeker, mainly for the speed. He'll have perfect vigor before too long. Deadly Onslaught, beautiful, and then if we had access to Savage Orcs, they would be very nice for some of the bonuses we're going to have, but we'll just deal with what we've got. Of course, Black Orcs have 110 armor, but 55 armor on goblins is still respectable. I think this is fine, but really if we wanted this army to be a lot better, we would just get rid of a couple of these. I'm in a predicament. I don't have enough money. That perpetual problem, right? Ooh, we're gonna have a little fight here, huh? Well, it'll be all right. We've got all the tools to thump them. It says we're gonna have low casualties and stuff too, which I even almost believe. We're gonna get Scarecrow banners here and here. You know, I guess the 7. You know, why not? We'll just get rid of it. It's not like the siege. You know, if it's gonna hand it to us, we will pick it up. Man, the spider repeatedly thumping at it in the post game is not wonderful. We played a couple of hours earlier today, Luke. So that's what we got here. So now we're having a party. We swapped over. We got some Black Orcs here now. You know, we're still trying to maintain the thing here. We're probably gonna drop the Stone Troll for something else, just because. I mean, River Troll, great. Stone Troll doesn't really bring anything to the table exactly. Really like another spider or a giant, either one, but probably another spider since they summon. But yeah, we burned down all of this, and right now we are remembering that I forgot to sack a dwarf settlement, so Arachnic's going down there. And then once we get that, I think we've got all the junk that we need in order to finish up the... Yes, flesh. To finish up the cauldron, and we're going to be moving to the donut, and they're going to have a real bad time when we get there. Well, yeah, but the thing is that Black Orcs with great weapons are tremendous, right? Because a nasty skulker, even with all the stuff, regen only goes so far. The physical resist only goes so far. But a Black Orc with great weapons, you know, they just do it all. These guys, you know, soon enough. We don't even have all the red line stuff for the orcs, which feels bad. But yeah, it really fundamentally comes down to that they are much, much smashier. Because if you get, like, any kind of cavalry, even as juiced as gobos get, can't really do it. You gotta stay with the goblin archers, though, no doubt. And the goblin pumpkins. And the goblins on the robbers, you know. Lots of goblins. If I don't like the Black Orcs, then I'll go out of them. But it occurred to me that I should probably get them. This army's not getting them at all, of course. We've got some archers, a little bit of skirmisher, and then, you know, the number of spiders right here is 6, 7, 8 spiders. 8 spiders, because we got Arachnic as well. We're going to put the lava spider in Grom's army because he's the special boy. And we're going to keep on moving towards weapon, strength, and stock for spiders because stalking spiders that have 5 summons each are so good. Now, we're not going to call a wall yet, I don't think, because 20 turns, and then thematically it would be appropriate to call the wall against Eltharion if he's even alive by the time we find him, right? He has 3 things he's at war with. Practically everybody. It looks like he might die before we get there. How's our endurance used to be able to get? Yeah, we smashed some vampires with it. I think not since we swapped like a couple of goblins out for a couple of more spiders, but fundamentally should be the same. Yeah, we fought Vlad with both of the armies, so that they both have the come right back to life trait now. So if we want to respec Grom or something, which I wouldn't assume we would do, because we would still want Goblin Archer stuff, but I mean, maybe not, right? Maybe not. We'll figure it out. Oh, and the Empire came over. They're getting wrecked now. They came over, and we fought them with this army and got totally trucked. Like, it was almost fine. It was a crazy fight, though. They had a Luminarch, the Temple off Luminarch, so that was rough. I took way too much damage, but I played very bad. Their engineer was in a tank, which I didn't realize for most of the battle. I just thought it was going to be like a dude who's a level 39 tank. He did pretty good. Hammer the Witches. We did not, like, get across. Oh, it was rough stuff. We were already a little beat up. Alright, so what we want to do now is... Well, I was going to go over and fight the Empire, but they... Like, Aldorf got burned down by the hard-working boys of Clan Mulder. The Empire is having some trouble. Alright, do we pop over here, or... Orion's just down to the Oak of Ages. Icket Claw's having a party. We're still on good terms. He has 13 things. We're on okay terms. He's probably going to turn on us eventually. But I was thinking of going down and trying to grab old Strength Rank 2. So we're just going to go over here, and maybe we'll just run into him, you know? Who knows? Garrison Lord not moved. Yeah, he's already at the proper number. Alright, one River Troll is important because the debuff is very good. Oh yeah, and then of course single turn recruitment on everything as well, which is why Grom's so great. If you have the money, you can just tech switch in a matter of 2 turns or so while you're on the move. Single turn global recruitment for spiders and stuff. And then it occurs to me also, because I have never played Orcs since this update, but don't they have... Yes, they do. They have the artillery spider, which is a regular spider that also has artillery, and I cannot wait. I'll have to wait. We have to get a few more of these, but yeah, and then we'll get those, and then that's... I can't believe I didn't even think of that. That is going to be a total party, right? Because these spiders are going to have stock, right? Now, they won't have unspottable, so once they shoot, you'll be able to see them, but they'll still be able to, like, you know, stop shooting. Oh, good stuff. Oh, well, they gave Skyven by 30 builds. Nice, nice. And the old 8 peaks is properly peaky. It's like, no, I'm good, bro. So, I mean, and the benefit of getting the other orcs, it would also push us huge numbers towards victory conditions, which don't matter. Not really, right? But we would get access to him for an army leader, and then, like, a bunch of good heroes, potentially. And then we would just, you know, sell off the land, let it rot. Here, both of those things are kind of broke, huh? But we'll just roll in this way, and then we'll come across a character mark, because he won't see it coming. And we might get a little fight here. Ooh, Vlad's here. Of course, we don't have anything good at killing Vlad in this army. Well, we can get it done anyway. Enough spiders. Look, Vlad's Vlad. But this many spiders, it does have, you know, a whole lot of hit points, so that will dissuade him. He's like, I can't believe you messed with my beloved Dark Woods. But now he is coming back. And then we get him. Huzzah!
What you want?
You know, you gotta keep your foes down. You don't want to let them get too comfortable. And I assume that Molder is gonna attack them pretty soon. Call for extracting the tutorial. Oh, that's him! Wow. Look at me. It's been so long. Man. Back when... So you would get a random lore wizard from doing the first quest battle, and I would just, like, reload it over and over. Oh my goodness. The Savage Orcs have taken over Nuln, and they're gonna build the Grand Prix.
Whole world's gonna be Groms.
It's like, I guess we'll just burn this down, because why not? Well, I think Henry Cavill here is just fine on the border. He hates us, but I think he's afraid of us, right?
I always distrust orcs that come to barter when they should be here to kill.
And really, it's just that because I don't feel the need for any land at all besides Messifor Call, like, once we get to tier 5, we're going to get the Flingers, and that's going to be amazing, but functionally, at tier 4, once you get giant spiders, like, as far as I'm concerned, I have everything I'm ever going to want. So, because, you know, he can't move around, so it's really just, you know, unless he moves against us, I don't feel the need to get him away from the buffer zone. I don't want more land, right? I would only hit him if I thought he had enough money to be important. Maybe he does. Is he rich? I mean, not that rich. No, I mean, he pays for like a day. Alright, and I looked this up, didn't I? But I don't remember what it is. Those shrooms are the big one, and we'll just swap these around until we get the right answer. Right? No? There we go. Mork's Blood Pudding, which gives you 2 uses of Fiery Convocation, pretty good. Flammable attacks for Grom, and then flaming attacks for his whole army. Situationally very good indeed, right? You say, oh, I wish I had fire attacks for fighting Wood Elves. You just swap this on, bam. Now you have flaming attacks for your whole army. Or against like vampires, stuff like that. So, we're also going to cook this because this is one of the ones that we need. And then we'll just... We're going to swap it over like next turn, probably. We're still going to use this for more lava spiders into the pool. And if we fight, we're going to want that summon. No question. Rather than the infantry or whatever, I think we just take the casualty replen.
Breakfast of champions.
Alright. Now we just have one more recipe to do, which we will be able to do as soon as we sack Karagdramarm. Looks like Bellacor's eating them.
I always distrust.
Yeah, Be'lakor is like doing well, but he's got his own problems. He has 5 lands, so the only thing he has is a little over here. His vassal ended up taking Quaron, so you know all of the most desirable lands, of course. Well, for Chaos, they don't even care, right? So I guess they're happy with Norska doing it. Don't know why I said that. Now that I've thought about it, of course he is happy. All right, so we're going to chop these archers real quick, obviously, because getting 20 more armor on the archers is absolutely worth getting rid of the old one to move them on there. Army's solid. A little expensive for defending the home front army, but... Damage radius on the Super Squick Sword. I have not tested it or seen it in a long time. I am not a guy that believes in explosive units. They're very amazing meme-wise, right? They're cool. They're very funny. And when they work, it's amazing. But, like, I just... Unless they came back automatically after each battle, I wouldn't want them. Ooh, the Bloody Hands and the Ironclaw Orcs are both new regional powers. Taliesin confederates Widroth. Oh, well, that's too bad. Now Orion's going to have a little bit of power, and the hag has been spotted near Bordelot, which is up here. Skilla is hanging out in my lands. Not perfect. Ah, the Emperor! Well, I think actually he's a real rock and a hard place here. I mean, if he ran over here, we would just destroy him. And that's what the Black Orcs are for, right? Is for when you get a thing like frowns on you, and then you say, okay, now hit him. Because he's pretty beat up, but I think actually, since the Necromancer has these problems well in hand, we just go here, Franz has 2 places left. I would be pleased to see him gone. But I bet Mulder will deal with it without me helping. If we do that, though, what do? Finish burning down the Wood Elves? Yeah. That's definitely what we do. First of all, it's the right thing to do. Second of all, now we have giant spiders. I'll just go here and go to, like, ambush, and maybe Franz will move over here trying to get away from the vampires, and then we'll be able to jump on them from, you know, the mysterious beyond where we hang out. That would be nice. We should probably have got a scout in here, because Orion just now confederated these 2 places, so... Oh, this one was a ruin anyway. Well, we're definitely going to be able to burn down all the Wood Elves. Except in the electric counts, yeah. not much of a electric count anymore, but you got to take what you can get in this world, right? All right, potion of healing. We absolutely need that on him, but the other trickster shard, we kind of want that on him too. No, being able to heal on him is more important than that, and we can just get. Like anybody else? No, we need on him, yes. There we go. Just as good. Because the potion of healing heals massive amounts, right? Just thousands and thousands of hit points, and he doesn't have another source of healing. And this guy, you know, he's going to want to be anywhere that negative damage is. And as far as him being, like, the assassin coming in, you know, that's good, too. Do we want 1 unit of Black Orcs in this army? Do we want 1? I don't know. 1 might be okay. It'll be alright. Let us fight Vlad. Do you have lightning strike? No, it doesn't matter. Time for a fight. Now, we're going to do it because it's going to be fun. But, you know, the next 2 or 3 times we see Vlad, if it happens, we'll probably just auto it. 1 Vlad fight per video. You know, he doesn't have Isabella here. You know, he doesn't have a lot of the things that make him scarier in general. And, of course, because of the game being the game, it's possible that they'll just hold him back because they think he's a wizard, because it calls him a wizard. You're a blizzard, Vlad. You're a blizzard. But he was not a blizzard. These guys have stock and unspottable. Oh, it's a party. These hatchlings don't degrade over time. How wonderful. Like, they don't have perfect vigor, but that'll be okay. They are very punchy, our spiders now, right? They are as good as light cavalry, and that's for the skirmisher variant. If they even catch us, their bats are almost as fast as we are. We're going to get shot at by the crossbows. We're going to dive on the crossbows. Why not? Oh, because of the crypt ghouls. Well, that makes it a worse choice to dive on the crossbows. We're going to do it anyway. Look how good that did. Oh my god, deleted them. Wow, that's right, because we have like a devastating flanker and stuff now. Alright. We do need to keep on rolling here. This is sketchy, but not so sketchy, because we're going to be able to just bounce out now, right? Yep. That summon will provide us with what we need to get away, I think. I hope. Come on, buddy. Come on. Yep, alright. Getting out. Beautiful. We're gonna try to do this thing. Nope. That was a bad choice. Alright, they're trying to catch me. I don't know if the bats actually even want to catch a guy like this one. Be alright. His summons don't degrade with time because we got that leveled up, which is just so cool. Summons that don't go away are the best kind of summons. These fell bats getting tuned up very nicely here. We're just going to... come in like so. And the thing is about these guys is actually, like, their missiles, their javelins and stuff, they do totally fine work in these circumstances when you have a bunch of them. Because it doesn't sound like much, but really it's 98 damage each time. And they've got 200 ammo. And these fools are going to try to dive on... you know, the artillery. The thing about bats is, while they are very good at doing what they do, if you just have like a unit of pump wagons, it's all you gotta have to get it taken care of. Another Chiang Hunter to throw. Haven't played through kind well. You know, I bet you'll have a great time. What a great campaign that was, even with me playing super crummy. No, I just, like, because I'm still, like, so weak on a macro level in 3K. I run into circumstances in the campaign where I get beat up rather more than I would expect. Can I come in here with the swamp things? Yes, yes. Like, and now the hatchlings roll across. And he's having a party. Oh yeah, this is really living. Alright, we gotta come back now. There's more bats! Of course there are! Chariots are just on clearing up bat duty. We need him over here on Vlad. Vlad has met the enemy, and he is around us everywhere. Alright, what we're gonna do now... We're too far away for this. Oh man, we're so far away. It's like we're gonna do another great Doom and Darkness hit. Alright, so what we want to do now... More summons here. Lock them down. Curse of the Bad Moon right in the middle. It won't matter where it turns. It's going to hit something that we want to hit, right? Alright, Vlad is hitting a spider. That means that spider needs to turn around. Alright, the hag is here now. Now watch this drive. We're gonna overcast this Doom and Darkness. We're gonna, like, shatter this blob. That's the plan. We're gonna just delete it. Wah. There we go. And then that spell... Oh, boy, he needs to get out of there. We're gonna stick Vlad straight there. Pop us up here. Little cooldown inducement there. He is getting beat on by a Strigoi Ghoul Lord. Please, please, please let him get out of there. Alright, the good news is that shatter worked wonders. The bad news is he is really out. Alright, there we go. He gets out. Oh, the spearman got on top of the on top of the, not the cavalry, on top of the artillery, and I didn't notice. Pretty bad. Vlad is beating on the hag. That is very bad indeed, but that is okay. What we're gonna do is take advantage of this blob by casting a huge, a dramatic, a massive black hole with a Curse of the Bad Moon on top. This is gonna be cinema, right? Look at that. Oh yeah, the Black Hole Sun, the Curse of the Bad Moon, absolutely demolishing the foe here. Lock him down, hit him there, take a drink, ready to roll. Alright, is the hag getting beat on? She is out and about here. We're going to do another overcast of Doom and Darkness here. We're going to try to shatter this blob. Leech there. Alright, we are doing okay here and there. Crossbows get hit here and here. Vlad is probably healing capped now. That's good. You know, now he won't have anywhere to go but down. Sisters, you know, sisters are the most fun. They don't make them all free. That's true, but because of the way Wood Elf income works and the way the Wood Elf campaign is, you don't really need that many armies, and you get such crazy post-battle and like sacking and stuff loot that you're fine. All right, there we go. Massive damage there, and of course also her Doom and Darkness does negative 32 because she's got like 200% spell intensity. So when she hits a blob with that, it, you know, we start crumbling, but if they're already crumbling, you can get them into disintegrating. Or, of course, you know, just nuking a blob. Negative 32 leadership is so big, and then you do that in conjunction with some of the other stuff. Very good indeed. And we make 10 grand in the post-battle loot. If I knew more about this game, I would remove that sound effect from it, though. That's not pleasant. We get the accursed armor. Oh, boy. 200 armor on the guy. You know, I don't know if we'll wear this on anybody. Because you get negative 50% speed, and I just feel like losing half of my speed on any character wouldn't be acceptable. The other thing about how you can fast tech switch with Grom is you can do it and they're going to be at like level 7 when you swap them. They immediately are like going to get your Chevron abilities. It's so good. 20% campaign line of sight? Yes. I like that. And then we're going to go to stock stance here. Haha! It doesn't matter. But we've got it, and I remembered, and I hadn't done it yet, so that's okay. There we go. And then next turn, we'll go across the mountain, sack Karagdramor. I'm like, you know, Zifbar, no, because they're basically the same. Because we want to pop in, pop out. We don't want to actually fight. Ungrim, we want to make him very upset and then leave. Because we're really far away from where he lives. And though he will eventually show up with some of the maddest, shortest dudes you've ever seen, we don't have to deal with them. By the time he gets here, we're going to be, like, on the donut. We're going to be feasting. We're going to be eating that fatty, fatty fried food of the donut. And Ungrim can can worry about Bretonia. He can do his own thing there. Alright, and now we want to go ahead and recook this because we don't need that. Well, what do we want specifically? Foie gras you don't need unless you want to recruit, which we're fine on. I think, honestly, just taking the fishy burger for the perfect burger because we don't, just because we don't have it yet would be fine. But Color Dragon yet? No. No. Not in the way they believe, but we will, though. We will. Or we'll buy it from a hag. There are only 3 things left to buy. Feed the wood elves. No, we could, It's or wyvern, I think. A dragon or wyvern, yeah, so it would be pretty easy to find a wyvern somewhere. Hey, come on now, the Sisters of Twilight can do their thing, and that makes them good. Alright, do we... Let's just go ahead and swap the troll right now. We don't need it. Oh, right, but we couldn't... Ha! That's right, I remember. Like, let's swap it right. We just got rid of the foie gras. Well, now we have a unit slot in the army, and we can't even get another stone troll. Feels bad. Skirmisher. Just a goblin because why not? Just a goblin because why not? And really, I would like to throw in like a Black Orc big boss into this army. I think. Perhaps. But next turn, we'll go across the mountains. And the turn after that, we will have completed all of the recipes. Giving us bonuses. It looks like Avres is gonna die before we get there. Oh well, hard knock life, buddy. Hey! They failed to spot my ambush. Ha ha ha! Look at that, friends. Oh, by the way, of course, we did get the Kadai Destroyer here. It's part of the defense of the town. Cause we got the 20 armor place. Beautiful. Yes, yes, yes. We don't have regeneration on the goblins right now. It's just frenzy. That's fine, of course. The Black Orcs are the operative fellas here. Hero core over there. More lava spiders. There. Trolls in reserve. It'll take them 5 minutes if we bring them over here. If we bring them where they want to be... Oh, the only thing that matters is the Kadai Destroyer. It'll arrive. Alright, so let us begin! And we're going to drop the summon on top of those fools. Black Orcs onto the Reiksguard. Melting! Oh yeah, melting the Outriders and stuff. That's just perfect. And then now... You know, a little bit of disarray there. We want to get a big old brain burster right here. Could have done it at a little better of a time, but it works out all right. And then, you know, we're just going to be shooting Franz now, I guess. These Pistoliers are attacking me? Sure. Black Orcs on Flagellants feels wasteful. But archers onto flagellants feels very good indeed. We need to charge onto these handgunners. Don't need to let them be shooting anyone. Anyone at all. Because, you know, this blob, how do we punish it? We wait for another brain burst. We have a Curse of the Bad Moon. We have a Curse of the Bad Moon. Which we'll do right here. And this will hopefully punish them terribly. It's like, oh, she's all the way over there. The good news is that the Black Orc strategy works perfectly. He jumped on the Shaman and has done 1 billion damage to him, but the Black Orcs are right there, and that means they're working. Alright, so he gets absolutely deleted by Franz. That's the Prince and Emperor that we know and love, right? We're going to go to Unstoppable Chappas. Big power. And hopefully Franz won't be able to run away with the whole game, right? Nah. His whole army's en route. And we do have our reinforcements to come. You know, we're doing fine against his army. He just, you know, he got on top of our squishy little spellcaster. And he's just having a party. We've got the Black Orcs with great weapons, but he's just running around everywhere, right? The Abandoned Forge of Ashford, indeed. But you know what would be really good against Franz? This Kadai Destroyer. Alright, but the point is that we do not need a character in there against him who will whirl upon him. Oh yeah, and of course he's got his old resistance up high. Man, Franz is such a good character. And the computer's being mega annoying with him. But that's the thing about greenskins, is they do not have good answers to very powerful flyers, you know. You can deal with them when they choose to land. But fundamentally, you know, if he doesn't want to sit there and let your Black Orcs hit him, probably not going to hit him. But now we got a spider on him, and somebody that actually is in his weight class is pounding on him. And he's surrounded by Black Orcs that are trying to juice their power. They're debuffed by the old Because they're exhausted, yeah. Well, anyway, we still get them. Beautiful. Franz is, of course, unbreakable. Is he gonna live long enough for us to get here? Yeah, here we go. Where are you going? Where are you going, Franz? What's up? Try and go somewhere? No. No, we're outside right now. Oh, come on. Come on now, Franz. Don't be like that. I just want to talk. And even with all this, my man is still just holding on so well. Bring me to my men. Yeah, you know, sometimes you just gotta look a little bit deeper. Like, man, what a champ he is. Of course, you know, the Savage Orc Shaman doesn't want to get hit by things with magic attacks. And Franz has good animations, right? Very good animations. Not every flyer is created equal, right? But Franz is very good at making his model get the swings that turn into damage. Franz traits gives unit experience rather than, you know, terror when fighting against Empire or whatever it used to be. It was the saddest trait in the whole world. We're gonna burn down Uberstrike now. Or rather, sack it for a ton of money. Like, we actually got very tuned up there, huh? It'll be alright, there's no one around. And we get some Harpy Heads. That's very good, because Harpy Heads you get from the increased projectile, which is actually pretty good, I think. Honestly, I think it's very good. I like to use that one, or the explosive one, it just depends. But it's also good because Dark Elves are not really on the menu, right? They're not close to me. That one was going to be annoying to find on my own. Like, if it had Stunty Ale there, and we're about to, you know... We're about to make our dreams come true here with it anyway. Because all we gotta do is sack a dwarf settlement, yeah. And now I'm seeing that says trolls and giants, and I'm thinking, man, getting that super early for that giant, because the giants are great. Not compared to spiders, but great. Like, if giants had half regen plus unbreakable, I mean, that'd be pretty good. Point one, when you have 10,000 HP a second, pretty decent heal. Was that a thing? Where?
What have we?
And Uberstrike, yes, yes. They're the Uberstrike 5. They're the. All right, the building isn't here. The Red Moon Inn, yeah. Bright Wizard, Captain, Witch Hunter, Thane, and Waystalker. They're the characters from Vermintide. And so they're represented in this game, and that's why you have like the spread of the, you know, the elf with the arrows and that kind of thing. That's what they are. I don't know if you ever played Vermintide. I didn't play like a lot of it. I played some. I thought it was really fun. I would have played more, but I got to it a little late, and I felt very self-conscious whenever I played, because everyone I played with knew better than I did. Alright, do we... Like, no, but you can take Stimulate Growth and... And then you could actually just hang out in Massive Orcall, and that could be his job. So I'm gonna make sure I'm nice, nice. But yeah, it you know, it's a cool little game, a little Left 4 Dead like. I don't know what the genre is called, you know, but you know, you run around, you know, you kill a bunch of Skaven and sometimes chaos stuff, but mainly Skaven. I never know how to say it, so I'm gonna say it either way. No one can stop me. Don't try to stop me. But yeah, I don't think I played 10 hours. You know, I played a little bit. It looks like if we're gonna help Ikit beat up Orion, we're gonna need to do it now. It's like, do we just go in here so that we can fight him to get the Orion defeat trait? I don't really know what the Orion defeat trait is. He's just level 10. Man, hard knock life, buddy. And that's exactly what we're gonna do. Because, well, why not, you know? Why not? And if you can't think of a reason why not, neither can I. 14 turns till the population surplus, but when he moves in there, that growth is going to be much better than all that. How much better? I don't know. Some. By 20. I don't know how much it is, basically, and I don't really know where to find it. Yeah, old Max, he had a way of doing more magic than people thought he would be doing in those books. Always, as you know, one of the main themes in Warhammer when wizards are involved is like, oh, suddenly they did far more than you ever thought possible. And, you know, basically, no matter how many times I see it coming, I'm still for it. Well, isn't that special? You know, I accept. I will let you pay me for peace, Vlad. Glad we had this talk. I ate your ghosts. They were delicious. And man, this hag keeps on coming back. We're gonna wait one more turn so that this guy gets here. Look, getting more growth is more important. Five turns for Arachnarok Spider stock plus 15% strength as well. Oh, it's gonna be good. Oh, right. You can get Sundering on all the Black Orcs, which is crazy. Alright. What are we doing? We are... Man, this army is so far from everything. It's alright, though. We sack it. Get the new ingredients. Stunty, Bugman's battered ribs, orange red, and the beer in the slot. Because you can just... You say it's sad not having goblins. It's true, but when you get Berserk and all the orcs, you know, that's pretty good too. But I think we'll stick with the region for right now. Orange red. I mean, the fire resist 25 for our army is pretty good. Frenzy pretty good too. Enemy leadership, very good, but there we go. Bugman battered ribs. And I think we take the replen because we're in a little bit of bad shape at the moment. And then, yeah.
Well, second
King Grom. Warwick Gorikson. Oh. You know, it'd be surprising, honestly, if people didn't put everybody into the game. But I don't know anything about modding. If I did, I would already have changed a couple of things. Like, why don't the Lava Spider Riders get the bonuses from being the spiders? Alright, so... get him more powerful. Yeah. Turn all the special heroes on, indeed. We're just going to be here, and then we're about to start leapfrogging over. We're going to try to relatively quickly get out of here. Elspeth has one place left, so we'll go and shuffle her off this mortal coil. Oh, and this dude burned down Val's Anvil before we even could... well, it was going to be cool. Standalone hero mod for Joseph Bugman. That would be awesome. That's one where I keep on expecting them to just announce that they're selling it to us, right? And yet. I kind of want to go fight him just to take all his stuff. Dragon Tail, there we go. 25 of 25. Like, the only one we have to have is a spider egg yolk, so what do we want to make? Like, what's the standard here? We have perfect vigor now. Sundering attacks and the base weapon damage out of the broth. Spiky skin for 30% missile resist. I mean, I guess you're supposed to think about what would be best for the situations. Give him stock. Because I guess this is probably the strongest one for what we were about to do. But we can just swap it. You know, it doesn't matter. Let's just get it going. Shield bears his dwarf lord mount. Alright, so if we're getting more armor here, I mean, more armor on the flappas would be good. 20 more armor on trolls and stuff would be good. We're not going to go over tier 3 here, probably, but... Even if it makes it worse, they should actually... Indeed, you know. And it does usually make them actively worse. And I think what we do... I'm like, if we trespass on him, he can attack us. It doesn't matter, though. I think we just ignore him because he's not, like, part of the plan, and it'll just complicate decision-making and make me feel overwhelmed. So, you know, you can thank my inability to plan for the complex future for your life, Gorbad. So we have, like, all of these really quite good units. Like, the Broken Tusk Mob's good. It's bigger in Ardor, you know. 100 armor, AP, anti-large. Big ol' cavalry. Debiggin, I just wish that I had restock. He can, like, rip off his own head to get more ammo. He's not very good, but I want him to be. That's a the massive squig? Yeah. The colossal squig. He definitely is. I totally forgot about him. Hammer of Gork is good too, because you got, like, I mean, like, there's a lot of very good units in here. Most of the RORs that they get are pretty solid, and even the ones that aren't amazing are still, like, good. You know. The Warlord's boys, they aren't flashy, but, you know, you get armor sundering on a goblin unit. 160 models, you know, so, you know, why not? Stab, stab. Alright. What are we doing? Ending the turn. Imminent rebellion? Pourquoi? Oh, cause the Scaven. Well, we should have moved him over there then.
Soon, but
the Carcassonne rebels. Oh wow! I'm like, yeah, that's 2 Pegasus Knights and 2 Knights of the Realm. Yeah, I don't want to mess with them. Maybe we could do it, but I don't care, and it doesn't matter. Now we can go and attack him. Make the call to war. Oh right, because Reichland gets destroyed. Shame. And we're gonna move towards Karakern to burn it down. I don't really know what Scavenger think they're doing. But if we're at home and he wants to fight, that'll still be horrifying. But, you know, we'll see. Handful of turns and we'll be able to start building the thing to spend a handful of turns to get the flingers just in time to win the game. I mean, not like today, but you know, like in the game. We're not going to have time to win the game today. Although we could probably get a short victory just by walking across the ocean and stepping into the place. No, that is how we'll get one. But I feel like the classic way to win as orcs, right, is you just wait for a different orc to get very strong, and then you go and crump them. And then you're like, oh, that's a nice warband there. Would be a shame if something were to maybe happen to you. Because you're unfit, you're scum, you're not green, you're not big. You know, that kind of thing. And then before you know it, you're punching it up. Having a party. Ooh, the Fey Enchantress came back. That's not good. You know, we should have... Because Grom gives his goblins more armor anyway, right? No, it's more melee attack. Okay. And little by little, this giant river troll hag of 10,000 hit points is going to be a decent fighter. You know, they never turn into really incredible champions, but they get the work done. You know, they do okay. Ditch these items and get Skull Wand of Kolth, which is... okay. Big damage imbuement melee attack, and can only go on the... Got one summons, so here we go. It already causes terror. Maybe we'll get it on, yeah, this guy. And hey, -4 enemy leadership to armies in region. That's something that we can all like anyway. Maybe we wear the accursed armor here. Get him to... because if he just has 50 speed, right? Sure, he won't be fast. But he can just, like, hang out and be, like, a very beefy, very tough caster, you know, right around on his 50-speed boar. You know, I actually think maybe it'll be an okay choice. Because he has decent physical resist, too. So with that on there, you know, he'll be very, very resistant to getting jumped. It would have taken the same amount of time for Franz to kill him, though, because Franz has all that armor piercing. It's okay. We'll try it out. If it ends up making me feel like an idiot, then we'll not try it out. Alright, here we need to drop a pump wagon. Yeah. And this little dude's just gonna join up, you know, he's gonna be in the army now. He'll level up in no time, I'm sure. Grom has a way making people fit for battle before they know it.
What are you bothering Grom for?
You want me to pay you, Throt? You want me to pay you? But I sit on that gold. That's my gold. You're trying to extort what I have rightfully stolen? This is outrageous. It won't stand. This aggression will not stand. Oh, we were trying to make the bone meat skewers, and then we accidentally made the squirrel fish. So we need to do that. Not on the ingredient spot, or is that automatically secret ingredient spot? Can we never get? I think it's always going to be the squirrel fish if we try to build it like this, which is too bad. Well, you know, is what it is, right? We have to have the yolk. So we either get a different thing, which, you know, sure. Not that one, though, because anything that requires, you know, a specific green or yellow one, a specific yellow one that's not the yolk can never ever be done. The yolk is the most important thing. I guess we just hold on to this one then. That explains why I'm using that one and did not plan to. Alright.
Nasty magic's ready.
Like, I'm burning it down. We're not leaving Elspeth here.
That will do, boys. Rabbit for Grom. Who's coming?
We need at least one unit of pump wagons for, like, smashing into stuff that gets inside. Other than that, the army is basically good, right? We don't need these gobos. Better if they were something else. But we can recruit better things over there. Yes, we'll wait. And we'll take Brion back, and then we're going to swap something in Grom's army for the Lava Directorok Spider, and then we're going to turn our eyes to Ulthuan, where I don't think there are very many elves left alive, honestly. But we're still going to go. But we're gonna get our scouts going out. So he'll be a few days behind. But assuming we can move through the magical forest without, like, Ikit Claw back stabbing us right in the back or whatever, then we'll be on to the donut in no time. Fighting a whole new set of guys. Maybe elves, maybe not. Hey, the spiders get sorted out. Alright, now we need to see about all the stuff we skipped along the way. Yeah, more smashing, more money, yes.
Don't touch me.
Oh, yeah. Sneakiest and stabbiest nut, Gobbo. Told you we'd win, boys.
Lovely, lovely loot. Big as an orc.
This guy gets his, you know, very important board. Warrior Bane, that's the negative damage aura. Yeah, I mean, sure, good. Wizard.
Me.
This fool can't even get mentor yet. Pathetic. Level 27, alright. He gets Arcane Conduit, alright. Because when Grom goes across the water here, he's going to be largely unsupported. Do we just... Like, do we just get, like, a random dude here to hold on? I mean, maybe.
Time's ready. Now you'll see.
You know, just like the most bare bones of things. You know, just bam, and then we'll fill it out with a couple of spiders, and then, you know, yeah, you know, they could theoretically hold Massive Orc Hall against some problems. You know, the walls, the game would favor me, and then Thaga can head on out. Because we just need somebody to sit there and make Ikaclaw think, oh, he's not undefended.
That way.
I'm the big boss. Yes? Mr. Stabby.
Alright, time to recruit the best unit in the game. The Lava Ragnarok Spider. I love it so much. Why, especially you might ask? Well, AP Javelins. I'm just playing. It's because it has this Mortis engine. It also has a bombardment. It's because it has this Mortis engine, though. It is just the coolest. I love it more than basically all of the stuff. If anything happens to Slava or Ragnarok Spider, you will see like a very, very sincere performance of Mamma Mia out of me. The sad Italian one, not the happy Abba one.
Dance to your tune.
Once upon a time, I didn't like ABBA. It's like a whole lore thing about it. But, you know, like, it wasn't very punk rock to like ABBA or whatever. And then it occurred to me, I also read an essay about it, but I'm like, you know, it's not very punk rock not to like ABBA just because you're not supposed to. And then, or ABBA, however. And then I discovered I actually quite liked it and thought a lot of the music was enjoyable. The end. It looks like Ikaclaw's trying to look across the water a little bit too. He's getting a little bored. If Ress is still alive, I'll declare war against him even if he's like super weak. No, not really. If I can get another lava spider, we're gonna declare war against whoever gives it to me that's close. Who's best? Well, I mean, Gork's the best. Some people think it's Mork, but we all know it's Gork. Hey, he does still have Tor of Rest. How lucky for him. We can't see his capital, so we can't declare on it yet. Well, we'll get there soon enough. Ragnik may not get back over there, but he'll have a time anyway. He's going to be able to fight Elspeth after all, which, while I'm sure we'll win, is bound to be sketchy at least for a little while. Did I not move at all? Well, you know, that's okay. So she like marches around this way to try to get at me, and then we're gonna underway over. We're just gonna treat them like how the computer treats us. Just very orky, right? And if she were to catch us with this army, we would just delete it, right? She does have Purple Sun. She doesn't have her upgrades to it yet. Of course she's a terror, but you know, once she uses her physical resist move, 7, 8 spiders, that's a lot of spiders. She can't really stand up to that many spiders. There are a few who can. Knock knock, Eltharion the Grim. I'm so happy you're home. Gork.
Floated and unstoppable. As you get sworn, make them dead. Power of the war.
Yeah, Ragnik's he's having his own choose your own adventure over here. And Eltharion's unique units are just so good. But even if he has a bunch of them, he won't be able to stand up to the might of Gork or Mork. Ooh, Massive Orc all gets a unique thing. I hope it doesn't bother me. Oh. Yeah, sure, whatever. Well, this is just unit experience gain for... I mean, I guess it gives character experience gain, which is sort of okay. I think we just burn it down, because... I don't feel like dealing with it. Yeah, we'll just burn it down. That Zinch cult, it costs too much. It just costs too much. Look at the spiky roll upgrade, just because, you know, hey, it's a little bit of money. Should be fine. We're not going to do it, actually, no, because we're never going to come back here to recruit stuff. Like, that's never going to happen again in this playthrough. It won't. Alright, we're going to go to March to make up some distance. Look, Ikit's not going to jump me. He just won't. He's too good of a guy. Oh, I forgot to move them. That's bad. Oh, you know, what are you going to do? Hey, there we go. Looks like Eltharion elected to come out and fight. Guns blazing. He's got the Warden's Cage. We got to be careful of that. You don't want to get too interesting. And he's got the Invocation of Ending Army ability, which affects everybody on the whole map. No, it's just 25-meter radius, but he can cast it anywhere. 0% AP, that's okay. Oh, this isn't him. This is just a person. Okay, I thought the man himself was here. Alright, they got Spire Gardator of Res, which have, like, infinite ammo. Faith Bearers, which are frenzied, you know, and Silver Shielded guys, they're fine. And Skyhawks, which are Mistwalker Hybrid Infantry, pretty good. You know, stock, firewall moving, etc. You know, they've got the High Elf stuff. They even got a Moon Dragon, but we are the High King of Skyrim. Why did I think it said they had the Warden's Cage if it's not Eltharion? Do they all get the Warden's Cage? That's outrageous. Can see how much I know about the game, huh? Alright, so we're going to draw them to potentially have to fight in this forest where our spiders are. Of course, the other thing about our spiders is they have stalks, so they're going to be alright. Black Orcs deep set. Black Orcs with shields in the front. Grom's here, he'll here. Yeah, I mean, it is pretty careless. She does have 72 speed, though. She's pretty quick. And they overcast Spirit Leech at me? They overcast the Spirit Leech. I'm like, how'd they even get that distance? They overcast the Spirit Leech. Okay. Sure. We need to get them to come so that we can jump them when they try to flank here, right? That's what we need. Oh, the WAAAAAGH is here. They hit me with another Spirit Leech. That's alright. We're going to fireball the dragon again. Yeah, see how they like that. Yeah, see, they can't stand up against such reckless dragoneering. And this is why I really like to have flying wizards. Because you know what's good against this kind of behavior from the foe? Flying wizards. Oh, and they're going invisible. Cool. You know, and we summon all of the dudes and then don't do anything with them. Feels bad. I'm not getting them to attack at all, am I? These summons are not wasted, however, since we weren't going to get good value out of them at all. Maybe now, with everybody else here, they'll come forward. Oh yeah, and then they just... No, it's totally map-wide. They are just gonna drain me and kill me if I don't fight. They are... Yeah, it's totally a map-wide, I'm gonna hurt you type of thing. Not awesome. You know, if we had regen... Well, we do have regen on the goblins, but... Alright. The good news is, now we're gonna be able to get a fight here, right? Let's, you know, if they're gonna bring chariots over there, then we'll definitely get, you know, let's split off 4 there, and then these guys will go after the chariots. And here's old Cavill himself. The Cavill. Yeah, now the Lion Chariots, they don't have Strider, I do. They are not getting out of this one alive, or indeed in any kind of shape. And we're going to charge in with the Gobos. The Chariots are going to turn around, so they're not even going to get the charge. And these are, of course, Grom's Gobos, so they are very good at killing. What's this Great Eagle going to do? Try to charge onto the cavalry, onto the artillery, but gets dissuaded by weight of fire from the Gobbo archers. You know, because we do that double projectile so that, you know, sure, they use the ammo fast, but they do twice as much. Very nice. Dragon Prince is coming in here. We are going to get the nasty... No, the goblins take the brunt of the charge, allowing the nasty skulkers to come here on the flank. Oh, man. These Dragon Princes getting absolutely mauled. Dragon Princes are good, but they got hit with the 1, 2, 3. Back to the forest for sure. We do not want to get shot up by Lothern Skyguard. Seaguard. Alright, and all of our abilities on the old cooldown repeatedly. That's okay. We're going to charge in here. These Orc Boy Spears are getting shot. If they turn around, it'll be worse for them, right? We'll drop a nice little thing there, and then we're gonna hit an AoE deletion of morale. We're gonna charge in here. The Spire Guard are running. We're gonna be in very, very happy straits when we all arrive in here. The Lava Ragnarok Spider needs to get on these Lord Masters. He's fighting Black Orcs, you know. These are regular Black Orcs, though, so that is actually what he wants. Not a lot of what he wants, but a little bit of it. The dragon is on top of the arty. That is bad. Dragon Prince is here. Spiders on top. You know, at least we are crumbling the line here. Okay, Caval got taken out. Now we need to get that spider onto the big guy there. Man, the Mists of Tor of Rest. Oh man, oh man. Talk about a crazy ability, right? Just cooldowns 30 seconds, faction or map wide, no counterplay, right? You just gotta eat it and eventually get through it, which of course my army very much wants to use its abilities. Well, bye, Luke. Yes, I am glad you got the chance to step in. We're probably going to be ending it right now, actually, and then we'll have, like, some more of that, because I, too, need to get on schedule for... Oh, yeah, the Moon Dragon's running now. Need to get on schedule for my work week to end it up. You know, I've been... Because if I sleep in too much, then I can't get a nice stream done in the morning, and I you know... I like to do all sorts of streaming in my time. Alright, in conclusion, the Black Orc Great Weapons are absolutely necessary. Did they get any kills? No. Did they get any value? No. They're absolutely necessary. We have to have them. Well, I'm glad we dealt with this army because, man, that map-wide thing, that's going to be messy. We're going to lose the Doom Diver. That's all right. You know, I don't actually know. We might just get rid of the Doom Diver, right? I like the Doom Diver, but another artillery piece to defend. We need one artillery piece because we very clearly need some ability to close the distance with these fools. I think, oh yeah, Grom's pump wagons didn't get engaged for the whole battle. None of the pump wagons did. You know, that would have made it go a lot faster, huh? Hey, it still went fine. Grom with 3k value, he really does feast at this point in the game. Oh, well. Eltharion the Grim is here. That means he's going to be able to do this explosion thing again. I think actually, look, if I... No, we'll end it. We'll end it. I'm like, do we want to, though? I don't know. Because I kind of feel like... Yeah, well, at least we kept the guys in pretty good form here. I mean, I guess we fight it, right? I mean, yeah, I mean, why not? Why not? Why end it when I said I would? We'll do this battle, and then we'll end it. Alright, wow. So Eltharion totally can Warden's Cage us. We have to be careful. And we lost the whole thing. But we're just going to have to eat a bunch of damage from it anyway. There's not really a choice. We're going to put these guys in the rear here to try to cover the artillery dive, and hopefully that'll work out. We're just gonna send them across here. Who knows what'll happen? They'll probably get shot up. But after enough of it, maybe... So the thing here is that even if... Oh wow, they get totally deleted. I think maybe just the explosion hits them and everybody else gets the removed cooldowns, but maybe not. I think maybe that's what it is. The big explosion happened over there. And they cast a fiery convocation over here. That's good, you know, for us. And apparently they are trying to chase down our guys here. So Eltharion does not want to fight for spiders. Nothing in this whole game wants to fight for spiders. 4 is like solidly in a number of spiders where they're going to have a bad time. But they're backing up now. Did we get... Nope, not quite. Like, I don't... No, I don't. That's bad. Let's get those spiders out of there. Not the summons. They're fine, but our real spiders. Yeah, because we just need them to move forward here, and we actually get totally demolished by that charge into the Dragon Prince. There's no value at all. Is our artillery even firing, though? That's good, because if the artillery will fire, then we can get them to come to us. And if we can get them to come into the trees, then we'll pound them on a little bit, you know? We'll get the smash going. Alright, do we Bunus somebody? That's a lot of magic. I don't think we do. It's like, oh, good news. All of their cavalry is charging into the forest to fight me. Why is that good news, you might ask? Oh, it is. Oh, big explosion. Fortunately, it is on mainly my guys that are single entities, just what we wanted. It is good because I have Strider and they don't. Which means they are going to have not so much of a party, and I will have a big party! Alright, now we need to... get these trolls out there. They're not getting any favors here. Grom doesn't have Strider either, but he can come in here and hit some nice buffs. We're going to heal everybody. We're going to drop all of the base here. And we're going to try to... No, that blob is fine. We're going to keep on here. Wire Lion's a Crace. They are not lions. They just dress like them. Eltharion is trying to fight Grom. Look at that. Look at the spiders just murking him. Look at him getting melted. Never should have come here. You know, Franz was way tougher. Not that the battle's over. You know, it isn't. Eltharion came back. Eltharion's still here. Alright, well. There we go. There's a big old hit from a big old spider. And he casts his totally fair army ability over there. How many uses? As many as you can get in the battle he gets, but... Black Orcs with great weapons coming in to the fight in the middle, just where they want to be, and we're going to keep on there. Grom here and here. We're going to Purple Sun right there. We're going to wall. Because now with the pump wagons swinging in, you know, we're going to break this front very quickly. We're going to run right into the spears, but it won't matter. Skyhawk's there. Get on here and here and here. Grom is having a party again. And there we go. And then they cannot stand up against the might of the Rollas. Of course, when they try to run, too, they got spears, but then they run, so the charge defense doesn't even matter. Glorious. Beautiful. And in all other ways, very good. Expire to aggress. I mean, cool, right? You know, they got their unending volleys, so like they just never run out of ammo. They used to just have a lot of ammo, but that was before unending volley was even in the game. Now I guess they would just never run out, which sounds like a lot of fun. And they are, of course, unbreakable as well. But there we go, beating them down, beating them all the way down. Eltharion. You fell victim to one of the classic blunders. Yeah, we just take the money, yeah. Better run away. We get missed. Oh, wow. 10% missile resist. So good. And charge defense versus large. I mean, that's pretty good too. Because if you're just sitting still all of a sudden because, you know, you forgot about yourself, now you can't really be punished for it. Alright. Well, he's going to encircle it, and then we're going to let this guy land. Hit the old loot and occupy. And now we'll be here, which will allow us to get our WAAAAAAGH armies up. More of the units coming in, and then we've got a unit slot here, which we will use on the Crimson Killers. I mean, maybe. 'Cause this was the other artillery piece. Yeah. The biggest orc needs the biggest friends. Missile resist on him. We're gonna get all of these guys juiced up now, right? Oh, we totally need to get access to their upgrades. The best loots.
Rewrite reality. I serve. What? Opening.
We're gonna start damaging the walls, you know, doing the age old. But what we're also gonna do is remember that I have to go to bed. I know, it's boring. Like, we've got, that's right, we have movement with him. We're fine. He's not even gonna be mad at me. We're pals. A couple more turns for Massive Orc Hall, and then, you know, we're gonna complete the wall, stand here happily in Torvres, and then, you know, keep on playing for an amount of time. Not tonight, though. We're gonna be fun. Because right now we have enough settlements to where as soon as we show up, we'll get there at Torvres. But we were at 47 out of 60 anyway. It just stopped counting here. We probably got all 3 of those in one turn or something. But you know, there won't be too much to do to get the victory. But I'm just having the most fun. I can't imagine just giving up the campaign. But sometimes, you know, you start rolling over and you're like, all right, well, that was fun. That was good. Because honestly, the thing about Grom campaigns is when you get to the end, you could always just start over, where all the best stuff happens. Like, once you get spiders, I mean, it's amazing, but what's hard after that? You could try to take over the whole world, but who cares? Not me. It's nice seeing what happens in my absence. Ungrim's, like, so mad, so far away. I imagine he's going to show up with a tiny little army to get rid of Massive Foretold, but I hope that I just get my stuff online before that happens. But anyway, it's the WAAAAAAGH against Eltharion. We're doing well, you know. Things are just fine. Basically, my ideal campaign. Sure, a couple things here and there could have went a little smoother, but honestly, what is not to like? We got our spider armies, we got varied stuff going on, we got cool locations. You know, it's all a great time. And when we return next, we will be burning down some stuff on Eltharion. Now, the thing, I hope some people here are rich, right? Because we are definitely running, you know, we can do 10 turns like this, but we certainly need to turn that up a notch or 3. Like, actually, no, she doesn't. The River Troll Hags have so many good abilities that even at level 50, there's some stuff you would want to take that they don't have. Barely. A little bit. I'm actually thinking, like, we probably should have gone for Overcasted Aspect of the Dread Knight at some point. But where to fit it in? I don't know. But that is my idea of a perfect hero. One where they have so much good stuff that you can't even use all of it. Ooh, Helm of Discord. Nice. It's just what we need for this army. And then he can use that Potion of Healing, although he's got a relatively low HP pool in general. Could be pretty nice, and, well, alright. Yes, I'm Gork. Alright, well. Seems good. Seems good. We can move him here, but then his wall won't build anymore. Maybe the wall builds. Yeah, the wall builds. It just doesn't heal unless you're in friendly land. Yeah, you can go here, raid a little bit, and we will be ready to siege Torevres in the next video. And it is a big shame that you don't get, like, a special Grom building for it. But I guess you get your winning the campaign checkmark for it, and that's, you know, pretty good too. But, alright. When we come back, we'll have a big old battle at Torevres with Grom and the outside, you know, we'll rush in, bash it all down. Probably tomorrow, maybe not tomorrow though, we might do it some other day, maybe. To wrap up the elf massacre. But until then, you know, if you were to look at the map there, it doesn't look too fancy, right? Just a little bit of carved out things here. It doesn't look like we're doing too good, but beneath the surface, you know, it's a different story being told entirely. I've had a great time in this campaign. Learned a lot about it too. I would have done several things pretty differently if I was doing them again. Not least getting a single giant into Grom's army. I think a single giant in your early Greenskins armies is very, very good. Because they are just so punchy. They solve a lot of problems. And you can defend it from the computer. You basically always can. But anyway, thank you guys. Hope you enjoyed this episode of Grom's Immensity. And maybe I'll see you in another stream or video. Good night, Luke. Good night, everybody. Good night, Neo. Anyone who hasn't spoken up, appreciate you hanging out with us as well. You probably could not have learned anything from me, but I hope you enjoyed it all the same. And maybe I'll see you guys later on. Good night.